I'm not going under Avalonia without an airship. We don't have an airship. Then we are not going. But we have to. Why? Some strange people in the other universe want us to. And if we don't, they are strange people. They don't have any problem with ruining people's lives if they don't get their ways. And exactly what do they want and why us? They don't say. They never say. Something's very strange about that world. Yeah, well, strange or not, we're not entering Avalonia without an airship. We're not going to walk there. Okay, this is how we will divide up our work. Camryn, design us a ship. Bryden, you take care of the logistics. Adrienne, get us blasters. And you? I will figure out how we will pay for all of this. Hi, I'm trying to get some more information about what's down under Avalonia.
I can tell you everything I know.
That's great.
But I can't just give you years of my work for free.
Uh-oh, what is this going to cost us?
I want to go down there with you. You will have access to everything I know.
Oh, okay. Could I have that information electronically categorized and indexed?
No, everything is inside my head. You take me or you get nothing.
Okay, so this is what I was thinking. Is it going to look something like a president's ship venture? It will be the inspiration for the design of my ship because we know her ship can fly. We'll start with a large bulb in the middle. It doesn't look very aerodynamic. It doesn't have to be. We need a ship that can navigate smaller spaces and be able to make a landing and take off from a very small plot of land. Maybe then we need more legs. Good idea. Let's add legs that can also work as arms so we can pick up things from the surface without getting off the ship. Okay, I like it. We'll also need propellers so we can hover in one place for a long time. What about lights? What if it's really dark in Avalonia? Yes, let's go find the brightest light bulb and install it above the cockpit. I can't make any plans without some more information. If you have a map of this place, that would be great.
They're all inside my head.
Can you maybe draw something for us?
No, I can tell you everything better than any map can tell you.
We need to figure out how much fuel we need to bring, how much food we need to bring, where we will try to reach and then come back.
You go as far as you can go. When you get hungry, you eat whatever you find. If you run out of fuel, you walk. That's expedition.
No, we are not doing that. What about the engine? I was thinking maybe getting an older Avalonian ship with engines inside. Maybe we can fix it. Do you think we can find an engine that's big enough to power a ship of this size? We will need to find the 2 engines. 2 sounds good. 3 would be better. We're putting together older engines. The 3rd one can act as a backup or a booster. Okay, so where do we find these used engines? Hi, I'm wondering if you could help me.
Hey, when are you going to visit my farm?
Thank you. Hopefully soon. But I was wondering if you could help us figure out the logistics for our expedition.
Expedition? Another expedition? No, I'm not going. I already had too much adventure to last my lifetime.
I was hoping if you have any information that you could share with us, like a map or tools or anything.
No. I'm sick of expedition. I don't even want to think about another expedition. Expeditions ruined my family. Not ever again.
Hello, I'm looking to find some things. What do you need? I'm trying to find some used airship engines. That's not easy to find. What kind are you looking for? Avalonian. Any used airships from Avalonia? Well, I think I could get my hands on these older ships that are no longer able to fly. What's wrong with them? It seems like the fuel is the problem. The fuel cannot be used in Avalonia. What? Then what use do they have to me? You said used Avalonian ships. They all run on Pando. But Pando is no longer allowed. Oh, great. This is going to get so much more complicated. Hi, we're planning an expedition. Can we count on you to come along?
Absolutely, but I need to get my parents' permissions.
Oh, right.
Ethan is not going. He needs to go to school. Dad! No, this family is not going on any more expeditions. He has my permission. He's not your kid, but he's my grandkid. Parents have more authority. Yeah, well, I give you my son my permission to let Ethan go on an expedition. I'm not a child. Yes, you are. You will always be my child.
Okay, maybe I'll call you later. Any other engines? Well, I could get you just ordinary airplane engines. I can't use those. Where am I going to find fuel in Underground Avalonia? Well, you will have to come back up and refuel. We'll never reach deep inside Avalonia at that rate. Well, then you will need to bring another fuel ship with you. Well, then what's going to fuel the fuel ship? I don't know. You're the tinkerer. I'm just a delivery girl. Ugh, I hate impossible problems. Does it have to be an airship? Yes. How about a ground transportation that can maybe jump? No. Why not? Because the ground moves in Avalonia. Nothing stays in its place. Okay, so things move around. So what? Just move with it. I don't think you understand. I heard the ground gets up and move. Okay, that's a bit freaky. We need to be able to fly in Avalonia. Okay, back to the drawing board. Why? What happened? We can't find the engines for the airship. Oh no, not even one? I found 3 used engines, but it's using Pando for fuel. What's wrong with that? Pando is no longer allowed in Avalonia. I see, so now what? Well, we'll have to figure out another fuel source that's not going to cost us another fuel ship. So, we have almost nothing on Avalonia except for whatever is inside Jaeger's head. And he did not write down anything he saw, so that leaves me with only one option. I would love to help. It's not often that you visit my library. Do you have any notebooks or any recorded data about any previous expeditions in Avalonia? That's not something people just sell in bookstores. Yeah, but I know your library contains all kinds of interesting stories. Well, Avalonia is not a well-known world. We got nothing. How about any stories from people who visited Avalonia? Well, no, nothing. Any rumors about Pando and its mysterious properties? No, but maybe you can ask Rapunzel or Mother Gothel. They know a thing or two about plants. Looks like we need to plan a pre-expedition expedition. The expedition before the expedition. Uh-oh. What is this going to cost us? We need to figure out a fuel source that can fuel my airship, but a fuel that we can find inside Avalonia. Not many people even went inside Avalonia. We don't know what's down there. What you're suggesting is not realistic. Well, this entire expedition is impossible to begin with. We're not allowed to use any fuel. Just what part of this expedition makes any sense? We can always walk. Impossible! We can't walk there! Jaeger did. He was gone for like decades. Maybe what we need to do is go talk to the government of Avalonia and get an exception for our expedition. Hi, what can I help you with? Have you ever heard of a plant called Pando? No, I've never heard of it before. It grows in Avalonia, Or it used to grow in abundance in Avalonia until the government of Avalonia made it illegal. Oh, what's wrong with Pando? Oh, it killed its host. Avalonia is a very large organism. I'm afraid I don't know how I could help you. I know nothing about Pando. No, I don't care what the reason is. Nobody's ever going to use Pando to fuel anything anymore. But your ship is using Pando. The ship is now using wind as its power. So you will never ever enter under Avalonia ever again? Nope, Pando is dangerous. There might be another amazing fuel source down under Avalonia, but we need Pando to reach there. You would still give up Pando? Yes, Pando is going to kill all of us before we find anything useful down there. Hello, Mother Gothel. Who are you? I have not seen you before. Oh, I'm Bryden. I've been around before. You must not be a villain then. Well, I got nothing to say. I was wondering if you know anything about Pando. Pando? Is that a flower? It's a plant. It generates electricity. A flower that generates electricity. Nope, I have never heard of Pando. Any luck? No luck whatsoever. Being a scientist is like 90% arguing why people should let me do what I want to do and like 10% actual science. Yeah, nobody told us that before we became scientists. Let me guess, we're not allowed to use Pando to fuel the airship. No, all airships are grounded from entering the underground until another fuel source is found. A bit draconian, isn't it? Well, I don't think I can convince these people. We're going to have to do this hard way. Well, if you want information, then I have to get to the source. Avalonia Library. Let's see. I want some information on Pando. Give me any information on Pando, both before and after. Okay, at least Avalonia did not erase all information on Pando. Pando means to spread. Spread. Pando, how do you work and where did you come from? Okay, so it's kind of a bad plan, but it's still a plan. A tethered airship? What? Well, we are allowed to use wind. Okay, but the wind only blows outside on the surface of Avalonia because Avalonia is always moving. Okay, as soon as we enter underground, we don't have wind because, well, it's inside. Okay, so ta-da! We're just going to have to plug our airship. What? That's your awesome idea? Hi, Bryden. Hello. I heard you're going on an expedition. You're looking for a tinkerer? Yes, we are. Can I join you? I'm a bit of a tinkerer myself. Maybe I can help build some things for you. We're happy to have you join us. Could you please come to Avalor and explain to us what you're planning to do? We don't know yet, but I would gladly give you a presentation on our expedition. How long is this cord? Well, we can go pretty long. The loss of electricity is about 8 to 15% from the power source to the power consumption. So we can probably go a few hundred kilometers, no problem. We're going to get tangled up before we even reach 10 kilometers. We're going to have to pivot our lines before we go further, kind of like how rock climbers have to make another anchor before climbing up. This time, we need to anchor before we go down. How big is the wind turbine has to be to fuel the airship? Pretty big, or the ship has to be pretty small. What if we get attacked? We're literally tethered to all these anchors. We can't really move. You're right. We'll need to build a stronger shield. Dear Fairy Godmother, I'm absolutely certain somebody is trying to kill me. I don't know why, I don't know how, and of all people, why me? I've been told the reason is because I've been sick for a very, very, very long time. Who knew? I get attacked, we're going to shoot our way. Look at my blaster. Flamethrower? Not just any flamethrower. It can shoot over 100 meters. Okay, impressive. And multiple of these flamethrowers can be tied together to create spinning flames. Are you sure it works? We know this works because Jaeger managed to survive under Avalonia alone with a single flamethrower. A question, how much fuel is this going to need? Now that depends on how many times we have to use it. What if we have to use a lot? As in like, we have to destroy everything as we go down. Looks like we need to tether this line too. It all started several months before my sickness. I got a letter saying that my health information was hacked. Why would someone be interested in my medical history? At the time, I didn't think much of it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Well, I don't know what more we can do. How far do you think we can go with everything tethered to everything? What about the internet? Is there internet down there? No. Well then, we need to bring down a cable too. Another line to tether? We're not entering Underground Avalonia without a communication line. If something goes wrong, nobody will know what happened to us. Okay, I hate it. But I guess this is what we will use to enter Avalonia for now. How much is this going to cost us? Give me an estimate. Several months later, my sickness started. Maybe I will get to my story eventually, but I'm afraid that this is not the right time. If you heard all of my story, you would think I'm going crazy, because it is too unbelievable. Crazier than fiction. Could this all be just coincidence? Perhaps.
Whoa, are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure this is an airship?
Well, it's a tethered airship. So basically it's an airship with very long electric cord trailing behind. We didn't have a lot of options. We need power to run the ship, and we have no portable power.
So why is this hacked thing so expensive?
It's not. If we cut anymore, it's not even a ship.
I don't like it. This is not an airship, and it's already too expensive.
I was told something horrible is spreading inside of me. First, it was disbelief. Then it was the fear. Next, it was despair. And then finally came the feeling of betrayal. If I get silenced before this story is told, then I hope you know it wasn't by my choice. So, do we have a go-ahead? No? What do you mean no? We already compromised on everything! It doesn't look like an airship, so no. Well then go tell them it's a ground transportation with wings. No, we need to make this cheaper. Fine, get rid of all the furnitures. But we still need the walls and engines. Maybe I will go ask around for more people who are willing to fund this project. Yeah, let's go ask all of the kings and queens. Like I said, I never thought I would be spending most of my time asking for project approvals and looking for fundings. I haven't even done any science yet.